Hi, boys and girls. How are you? I have a big question for you. This big question requires you to really think and use your brain. But I know you're really good at that because we can do hard things. The question I have for you is, what do you want to be when you grow up? There are lots of jobs and lots of careers that you can do when you grow up. Mrs. Nelson got 2 books to share with you about different jobs you can do when you grow up. I'm going to read them to you, just in case you think, hey, that job might be fun. All right, the first one's called Whose Hands Are These? A community helper guessing book. It's written by Miranda Paul and illustrated by Lucinia Nero Powell. Whose hands are these? Hands can wiggle, hands can clap, hands can rap, and flap and tap. But hands can help, so raise yours, please. Can you guess whose hands are these? Hoe and sow, these hands are soiled. Sweep and reap, these hands are toiled. In the barn, these hands are charmers. These hands belong to many. What do you think? Farmers. Good job. All right, here's our next one. Choose, pursue, these hands are picky. Mix and mash, these hands are sticky. These hands flip through food-stained books. These hands belong to gifted cooks. Stop and go, these hands are waving. Catch that guy, he's misbehaving. These hands help us keep the peace. Hold yours up, it's the police. I've heard some of you say you might want to be a police officer when you grow up. Good choice. Let's see some other jobs. Quest and test, these hands are turning. Test again, these hands are learning. Weigh and count, their work persists. These hands belong to scientists. Here's another one. Push and play, these hands are shaping. Wet with clay, these hands are scraping. These hands keep on adding water. These are the hands of the one great potter. Look at, she's making all kinds of pottery. She's like an artist. Taking notes, these hands are writing. Breaking story, how exciting. These hands can type or hold recorders. These hands belong to news reporters. Yank and crank, these hands are smeared. Reach and wrench, they've disappeared. When something breaks, these hands don't panic. These hands belong to a mechanic. He fixes cars. Dream and sketch, these hands draw lines. Stack and build, they form designs. Measure twice, check all the specs. These hands belong to architects. They're the ones who draw out the plans of the house that you live in right now. They were drawn by an architect. Arms up high, these hands keep score. Throwing flags, they say no more. Each hand signs and oversees. These hands belong to referees. Rub and scrub, these hands are clean. Wearing gloves, these hands are green. These hands all have healing missions. These hands belong to your physicians. That's another word for doctors. Come on in, these hands wave sweetly. Caked in chalk, these hands write neatly. These hands care for kids and creatures. These hands belong to helpful teachers. Greetings, eatings, dressing, sharing, cleaning, caring, and repairing. Let your hands try something new one day. What could your hands do? What do you think your hands are going to do someday? This is as welcome to a job fair. And these kids all dressed up of what they wanted to be when they grow up. So like right here is a physician. Here is a cook. Here is a scientist. Here is a pilot for a plane, and even an astronaut. So Mrs. Nelson would like you to dress up, or if you can't dress up, that's okay, and have mom or dad take a picture of you of what you want to be when you grow up so that we can include it in our 4K fly-up presentation. The 4K fly-up presentation is going to be for all the 4Kers. So all of Mrs. Nelson's class, AM and PM, all of Mrs. Garlack's class, AM and PM, all Miss Meyerhofer's friends, AM and PM, and Mrs. Stanton's AM friends. They're going to all have a chance to share what they want to be when they grow up. And then you'll have a movie to watch all of your friends. Before I go, though, I have one more book, and this has a bunch of clues, too. And there's some different jobs in it, so I want you to check out these jobs as well. It's called Clothesline Clues for Jobs People Do. It's written by Catherine Hilling and Deborah Hembrook. It's illustrated by Andy Robert Davies. Clothesline Clues to Jobs People Do. Clothesline clues to jobs people do. Look at the clothesline and see every clue who uses these things for the jobs that they do. Uniform and cap, an invite for you, big bag of letters. What job does she do? She is a mail carrier. Milk pail and straw hat, overalls in blue, plaid shirt, bandana. What job does he do? He is a farmer. Oven mitts, apron, recipe for stew, puffy hat, and a whisk. What job does he do? He is a chef. Smock, beret, and brushes, paint of every hue, canvases and easel. What job does he do? He is an artist. Oh, coveralls, tool belt, work gloves and glue, safety glasses, saw. What job does she do? She is a carpenter. Heavy pants, helmet, wide suspenders too, rescue coat, long hose. What job does she do? She is a firefighter. Spacesuit and jetpack, star charts to review, flight gloves and moon boots. What job does she do? She is an astronaut. Look at, here are all the community helpers coming to see the astronaut. These clothes are all clues to jobs people do. Is one of these jobs just right for you? The end. Boys and girls, I'm so proud of you and all the things that you have learned in 4K. This isn't the end, but I want you to know how proud I am of you. And I can't wait to see you and watch you grow and become an amazing person and have one of these great careers. Now, if your career that you want to do, of what you want to do when you grow up, isn't in one of these books, guess what? That's okay. I can't wait to see what job you want to do. So have Mom or Dad read the note from Mrs. Nelson and then get me those pictures so that we can share your picture in the 4K FIA presentation. Big hugs to you. Lots of kisses. I love you all. Bye.